This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. Have you ever been exhausted, wrung out, poured out like water on the sand, dead, drop dead tired, feeling like you've got no gas in the tank, you've been run through the meat grinder, you got nothing left. You're on empty. Have you ever been exhausted? It's important that we have that sense of what it means to be so drained of energy that there's nothing left. Now, there are a lot of different ways we can talk about being exhausted. I think about it in 4 quadrants: body, mind, heart, and soul. Take first body. So tired, you got no strength left. Maybe it's been a really, really long day, physically very demanding. Maybe you've been on your feet all day and you just want to get home, kick off your shoes, put your feet up. Maybe you catch yourself falling asleep standing up. Or on the road, highway hypnosis is starting to set in and you're going, I better pull over, there's going to be an accident. Or maybe it's because of illness, the flu, where you're just so weak and shaky. Or God knows, for those who've gone through something serious like cancer, where the treatment has got them completely compromised, physically wrung out, left to dry. That would be the body. But then there's the mind, where we're so tired we can't focus. Like that time where maybe you're reading a book late at night and you've read the same page 3 times over and you still haven't made sense of it. Where we're so exhausted that we can't put sentences together anymore. We're just drained. And because of that sluggishness, that lack of focus, we can't track because we're so tired. So you got body and you got mind. The third one is heart, where we can be so tired we have nothing to give to a relationship. We're not present to our friends, let alone our family members, those of you married to a spouse. We're so tired that we feel like we have nothing to give or receive. That people are talking to us or looking at us and we're just empty. And finally, the soul, where we feel so hollow that we look up to heaven and go, God, I don't even know if you're there. I am completely drained. Lord, I'm hearing nothing. Lord, I'm exhausted. Body, mind, heart, and soul happen when, for whatever reason that we find here on earth, we're exhausted. And what's our response as people of faith? Well, we have it here in the psalm tonight. This response, where do we find our help? Our help is from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Now, this is Psalm 121, and it's so important. I commend it to you again. I lift up my eyes toward the mountains. Whence shall help come to me? My help is from the Lord who made heaven and earth. May he not suffer your foot to slip. May he slumber not who guards you. Indeed, he neither slumbers nor sleeps, the guardian of Israel. The Lord is your guardian. The Lord is your shade. He is beside you at your right hand. The sun shall not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all evil. He will guard your life. The Lord will guard your coming and your going, both now and forever. It's the Lord in whom we trust. And friends, this becomes so crucial because there's a trap we can fall into. And it's this: I can do it by myself, thank you. I'm fine. I don't need your help. I'm okay. I've got this. Don't need to ask. I don't need your help. We can get into a trap that we're self-sufficient. And don't get me wrong, a lot of times we can do just fine on our own. A lot of times there are things that we can say, I got this, I've got it covered, and that's good. But friends, we live in a world that will crush us if we're left to our own devices. There are more needs, more demands, more distractions, more pain, more suffering than one person can stand. And if we think we're going to take on the world and win by ourselves, we're doomed for destruction before we start. Because we're finite. We're limited. We've only got so many resources to draw from. So where do we find the strength to hang in there when life throws us a curve? Our help is from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. That when we're confronted with whatever the challenge is of the day, body, mind, heart, or soul, when we're on empty, that's when we get down on our knees and say, Lord, I'm going to need a little help here. This part of my life right here, right now. This, Lord, is what I'm bringing before your cross. This is what I set before your altar. Lord, I don't have the strength, but I know you do. Lord, I look to you that I might have what I need today to put one foot in front of the other and keep going. Lord, I look to you to strengthen my body, bring focus to my mind, help my heart, and soothe my soul. Lord, I look to you to fill up what's lacking in me. Now, when we do that, the first and foremost thing that we have to put into focus is we better have the honesty and the humility to name what we need and to just let go of our ego, to be able to recognize, Lord, this is where I'm weak. This is where I'm wounded. This is where I'm empty. To be able to say that with clarity, to bring that to our prayer. That's a good prayer because it's grounded in reality, where we can honestly recognize that this is what we bring to the Lord today and, frankly, what we're lacking. That kind of clarity allows us to speak from the heart. That's the first thing. Because then our prayer recognizes that we need you, Lord. I look to you, Lord. I trust in you, Lord. You're the source. You're the strength. You're the creator. I'm the created. When we do that, we're on solid footing. And when we do that, we're plugging into the very strength we need when we need it most. But there's a second dimension to this. You see, once we have that kind of honesty in our prayer, then we can recognize, hey, but we're in this together. We're part of a larger community, in our families, in our friendships, where we live. We lean on each other, which means that some days we are a source of strength to someone, and some days we desperately need someone to lean on for strength. We don't always have it, and we don't always need it, but together we make it up by saying, hey, you're my brother, my sister, my neighbor, my friend. And we have an image of that here in this first reading from Exodus. So here you got Moses, and he's trying to say a prayer to bless Joshua and all the Israelites who are in battle. But he's got his hands upraised. Now that's great if you're doing it for a minute. After about 10 minutes, there's a certain ache that starts to happen in the shoulders. Try to do that for 30 minutes. Try to do that for an hour. Something's going to start screaming. This battle's going on all day long. Finally, Moses is giving out, and Moses needs help. And so when his hands drop, the battle goes the wrong way for the people of Israel. So I love this image. Here you have, on either side of him, Aaron and Hur. And these two guys, they roll up a stone up against the backside of Moses so he can kind of prop down and lean. And one's on one side, one's on the other. They got him at the elbows, propping up his hands. They're helping him. And he's accepting the help. Moses is willing to check his ego and recognize he needs these two guys to help him. And these two guys recognize that Moses can't do it by himself, and they pitch in. You see, some days, friends, we've got to give the help, and some days we've got to receive the help. But when we pause to honestly recognize our help comes from the Lord, then we can see in the eyes of our brothers and sisters opportunities to either say, hey, you can lean on me, or hey, I need to lean on you. That's also honesty and humility at work in our lives. God is the source of our help and strength when we're empty. But God fills us up to be able to help one another, and also helps us to see when we need to reach out to those for strength. Now, this is going to make any sense at all for us tonight. Friends, first and foremost, what's lacking in our lives? What is it that we set before the Lord right here, right now? Lord, I need your help with this. We've got to name that. And then secondly, Lord, help me so that I see clearly to either pitch in and give help when it's needed to someone I care about. But Lord, help me also to be humble enough to ask for help when I need it from the people that you've set right before me today. Help me, Lord, because you've put these people in my life that I might be able to reach out to them for the strength that I need. Friends, life is tough, and yet life is blessed. God gives us the grace to carry on. God puts people in our lives to support us. And when we are struggling, when we are up against it and have nothing left to give, we turn to the one who does. For our help is from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. God bless you all. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend. And you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.